Are we live? Good morning, everybody. My name is Alex Wills. I'm the Director of Funding Growth at Start Engine, and I'm thrilled to be here with Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful himself, and John Santos, the founder and CEO of Blackout Coffee. Thanks for being here, guys. Blackout Coffee is currently raising a round of funding on Start Engine, so I'd like to hand it off to you, John, so you can give a background on Blackout Coffee, the company's growth story, and talk about some of the important milestones Blackout Coffee has achieved.
Okay. Thank you, Alex. Hi, Mr. Wonderful. It's a pleasure meeting you. So, yeah, we started from our garage, my wife and I, in 2018. This was sometime in September. We quickly started getting traction, and within 6 months, we moved into an 1,800 square foot facility. Fast forward, we outgrew that in 2 years. We moved to 5,000 square feet, continued growing, and then we currently are in 64,000 square feet. Last year in 2024, we came as the top 8% fastest growing companies in America, owning 5,000, which was really nice to see that. We have done $40 million in lifetime sales since we started. We are approaching very close to 1 million fulfilled orders. Very close. I mean, I think 2 years ago, we got a little award from Shopify for reaching 100,000 sales. And now we are at just about close to 1 million at this point. So in 2 years. So it's been an incredible growth, mostly because of the customers. They're really loyal. We have over 50% return customer rate, which is above normal of the industry on the CPG consumer goods. So yeah, it's exciting. It's been exciting.
John, so what inspired you to start Blackout Coffee?
Honestly, my wife and I were frustrated with the values that some of these big corporate companies were pushing. At the same time, the coffee was just mediocre. Let's put it that way. Full of sugar. That's the only way they could mask it and make it taste good. So we decided to really look into it as much as possible, learn as much as we could about how to roast right, how to make really good blends, really good roasts, single origin as well. So we stayed consistently trying and make it to a point that it never deviates. So we make it fresh, we roast it fresh, we ship it within 2 business days of being roasted, and it's delivered fresh, and that's all. That's what we wanted to do.
So, Kevin, what stands out to you about entrepreneurs who build businesses around authenticity and community values like this? Kevin, I think you're muted.
So what stands out to me on this deal are the numbers. 2 years, 40 million sales, 1 million orders. Something's working, that's for sure. It also fits into the overall trend of higher quality, healthier, consumable goods. I mean, we see this in all the deal flow we're seeing on consumables. This idea of eliminating sugar is a huge, huge mega trend. Whether it's beverage or foods, people are associating sugar with a whole lot of nasty health attributes, and also it's also being associated with the narrative on diabetes and on cancer. So, yet to be proven and confirmed, but I mean, the narrative is growing so loud that people are going out of their way to ask for reduced cane sugar. And we see this in every growth company that's doing this stuff on Shark Tank. It's how can we just reduce sugar? And so I love that message. But those numbers, I was going to ask this entrepreneur, why in a competitive market I mean, coffee, it just doesn't get more competitive. How the hell did you do this?
Honestly, we built such a great brand. We are true to our values. We stay behind what we say, and we have shown that. One of the biggest things when we first started, I kept telling my wife is, number one is great product, consistent, being always consistent, the flavor on each blend that we offer. And then also was customer support. People like, they want to send an email and receive an answer right back, and that's where we try to do it every single day. So we are big on customer support, big on the product consistency, great product. We source from many different countries the beans, and we really try to source the very top of the top of Arabica beans, but we also use some Robusta for the added caffeine on some of them. So I believe between the values, the American values, our family values, it just people connected, and has become like a community versus just customers. We have over 50% retention rate, which is unheard of, at least for a lot of marketing guys. And even when I did some research of my own, it's much lower on the coffee industry
Do you know
because
your
of the competition.
do you know your customer acquisition costs?
I don't know the top of my head, but I believe it's on an average $30.
And what's the average order?
So we have subscriptions and we have the one-time purchase, right? On the one-time purchase, it's around $60 to $62. On the subscription side is lower. It's
And,
right
and
under
are your
$40.
margins, what are your margins?
Well, this year did go up a little bit, the cost of coffee, and with the whole tariffs thing in Brazil, 50% right now. So the margins got cut a bit, but I think it's just temporary. But just an idea, it's
So
about a
you're
third.
breaking even on every new customer acquisition on the first order. And then what percentage are subscription?
Right now we have over 18,000 active subscriptions. Actually, we just passed 19,000 yesterday. Yeah. So I would say about close to 60% it's subscriptions.
Okay, so that is the essence of the business model. So you're raising capital to pour gasoline on the fire of customer acquisition, I assume, because if I could break even acquiring customers and half of them go to subscriptions,
Correct.
that's a very profitable model. Are you profitable now?
Yes, we have been profitable. Even on the previous raises when we started in 2023, the first raise, have been always profitable every year.
And is it mostly or all direct to consumer?
Yes. So it is. I don't know the exact percentage. I would say 98%, 99 is direct to consumer. We do have mom and pop little stores that buy from us, wholesale. But the whole purpose of this raise is actually to go and expand to retail in 2026. We want to start getting into
And which retail partners are you thinking?
starting probably with convenience store chains, and then going to supermarkets. Right now, we are in like gun shops, really small convenience stores, some cafes, people that just buy directly from us. But we are looking to go broader in the retail.
Kevin,
Very, very interesting. I mean, where are your logistics? Where do you actually ship out of?
Yeah, so we have been always in Florida. We started on the west coast of Florida, and as we grew, I couldn't find bigger space, larger space. So now we are in Fort Pierce, which is about an hour north of West Palm Beach. And we have 64,000 square feet there. We roast, we process, meaning we grind, for those that want ground coffee. We bag, we ship out of there. Everything's out of there, out of the 64,000 square feet facility.
Very interesting story. I mean, the numbers tell the story. That's the deal, because you're in a commodity business that somehow you built a community. It's impressive. It's impressive. I'm impressed.
John,
I see a zillion of these deals. I don't see numbers like that.
Well, in 2019, so 2018 we had just started in the end of mid-September. I'm not even sure what the numbers were then, but 2019 we did around 130,000 in sales, and last year 2024 was 16.6 million.
Yeah.
So we went from 130 to 16.6 million. So very grateful for sure and humble.
One last question. What do you
the
think
customers.
calendar year revenue is this calendar year, 2025?
We are probably going to end at about 20% above what we did last year.
So what's the number going to be?
It's going to be right around the 18, 19 million.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Yeah, there were
John,
some challenges in the beginning of the year due to the tariffs and stuff. Everybody
No,
got
I mean,
slammed, but
you get
it's
rolling out retail. I mean, that's. But I would say, given the community you've built and 1 million orders, you're probably going to get some support in retail, picking the right retailers. And what's your price point versus everybody else's coffee? Are you a premium?
uh right now we actually compared to most of the brands. When we first started, it was premium pricing, but we have been keeping the price even though our cost tripled on the beans. We have been keeping the price.
And it's all
So
ground coffee, or can I buy whole bean from you?
no, whole bean, whole bean. We have whole bean, we have ground, we have the pods for convenience. A lot of people love it, the coffee pods. But the whole bean is actually picking up more and more. It used to be very little. We sold the whole bean, everybody wanted ground, but it's getting, people are learning about the coffee once they
I'm going to
try
give
it.
you. I got to tell you, I'm going to give you. If you were on the Shark Tank right now, you'd be getting 9 out of 10 for presentation.
Oh, thank you.
I can't find a hole in this deal. I'm trying to find out what's wrong with it. I don't see it yet. I would get there if I had more time, but I haven't found it yet.
I mean, again, we just work hard. We just,
No,
family values and
who does the social media?
it's actually there is a gentleman, Michael, that does our graphics and stuff, and then we have another person, Ryan, that has his own little advertising company.
Are they
And then,
agencies or full time?
both of them are part-time-ish. Like they have their own agency. They have just few customers. They are really small. They are just a one-person type of deal. Both of
I
them.
think if you're successful with this raise, I'd bring them in house.
Yeah, I have thought of that. Yeah.
So, John, branding's a big part of your company. How do you stay true to your Made in America values? That's all in your branding.
Yeah. Again, I love total control over the process, so that's why I continue to grow in the space, the facility versus just outsource. So we do everything in house, from roasting. So we hire local talent, um, as and then like I said, everything is done in house. We get the coffee, the beans, we test them. We have a small little cute roaster where we do the sampling before we go ahead and order a full container of coffee beans, and then from there on, everything is done in house, and we know it's all here in the US.
Kevin, so you've been an advocate for retail investing for years. Why do you think everyday investors, are drawn to companies like Blackout Coffee? They've raised over $5 million on the platform. What do you see?
Numbers, performance, growth. You can't BS those. Like,
No.
it's not a concept. It's actually working. Those customer acquisition costs are impressive. The adoption of subscription, impressive. Community, impressive. I'm just trying to figure out where the hole is. There's always a hole, but I can't find it right now. So it is there somewhere. I just know what it is. What's your pain point? What's your problem?
We just want to continue growing. I don't see a huge problem. We are, I mean, with this raise, we are going to improve a little bit more logistics, try to bring the cost down as well, as well
What about
as
the
some of the things.
contracts for the bean and the origination of the product? Are your contracts good there?
Yeah, yeah. We have a really good source directly in Colombia, for the Colombian coffee, and then we have two major suppliers here in the US that we work with them on the other.
Okay, well,
coffee that we have.
we just don't have enough time for me to find the hole. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Right.
it's very, 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 very impressive. I mean, those are. I mean, leading the presentation with the numbers is always the right thing to do. I mean, it's just because that just sets up for trying to. I mean, that's really, really impressive. I mean, it just really. I've said it 50 times. What else can I say?
Yeah, I mean, we started with nothing. And that's the thing too. It's not like we started with loans or anything like that. We started with just a little bit of savings I put into, especially for the equipment when we first opened our first place. So it's been really working hard. Everything that comes in revenue goes right back to the business to
So,
make it
John,
grow.
is
to
your
make more money.
background from Colombia? Are you South American originally for your family?
No, no. So I was born in Massachusetts, but when I was 3.5, my parents went back to Portugal. So I grew up in Portugal.
Got it.
So when I was 18-ish, I came by myself with less than $1,000 in my pocket, and I had to learn English and go from there.
Well, we're
Great.
out of time, so I just wanted to kind of give any final thoughts.
No, I'll say it again. Impressive. What else can I
Yeah.
say?
I'd say so.
Thank
Well,
you. Yeah.
thank you.
Go
I
ahead.
really appreciate it, Kevin, Mr. Wonderful, and John. Really appreciate coming on. And so Blackout Coffee is raising on the Start Engine platform. You could find them on startengine.com. So really appreciate coming here. And thank you again.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for
You
everything.
got it. You got it. Very impressive.
Thank you, Alex. Have a
Bye-bye.
good one. Bye-bye.